start the following week. And some of their final presentations, like one guy, he took a Raspberry Pi, a phone flashlight, like a phone that just turned on the flashlight, and then a high focus camera, and basically taped them onto a box, and then had an opening on one end of the box. So the flashlight lit up the box, and then the Raspberry Pi did the calculating with the stuff he fed into it, and then the camera captured the images. And he built a bunch of software, built a bunch of algorithms, and essentially built Auto Yahtzee. So he could take physical die and roll them into this cardboard box, and the camera would capture the die rolls and give him not only the ability to click on the side, like, okay, or not click, but like confirm this is like the one he wants, the dice he wants to re-roll, so then it'll keep the rest of his stuff, but then give him the probabilities of like, okay, so this is your current roll. Here's, the chance of getting
to stop here or no.
Right. And so it was just really cool. I was like, that's not what I thought data scientists would do, but
absolutely.
I guess you can do all kinds of things.
Think about how much data science goes into making video games. I mean,
oh yeah, game theory is all over it. So I mean, there's going to be lots of fun stuff to do.
Well, that's the biggest problem. You're taking two words, saying data science. And it's like, think about the amount of things that can be within science, and like data.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's
you
everything.
mean everything.
You literally mean everything.
Why waste good science on
like
medicine when you can make video games?
And then
digital
you throw
everything science.
Then you throw healthcare on top of it, and you're like, oh, those Venn diagrams encompass basically everything in the world.
At this point, yeah. I'm waiting for toilets to go onto Wi-Fi at this point.
I know, right? You can activate your bidet from an app.
Does this look familiar to me, Russ?
What?
Why does this look familiar to me?
Well,
Justin said I'm waiting for toilets to go
it's
or
the
digital.
Castlevania castle painted in the style of Starry Night by Van Gogh.
Oh, that's
Van
nice.
Gogh.
I don't know if you've seen it before. Van Gogh.
Dude, yeah, I think I have seen that. That's awesome.
I feel like Reddit is trying to tell me something, because I keep seeing random Castlevania stuff, or like Castlevania adjacent things, or like Castlevania related.
Well,
You're saying you need a new Castlevania in your life.
Yeah. Hey,
if you need to scratch the itch, Tuhu, it can do it. It's really nice.
Hey, Konami just released a bunch of games like Metal Gear and a few of the Castlevanias on GOG.
GOG.
I saw that, yeah.
Nothing will ever beat Harmony of Despair. Like, I really need me another co-op Castlevania grind fest.
You know they'll never make another one either.
Never.
That game did not sell well.
It was so good. Everyone who bought it loved it.
Video for a minute.
It's a very niche market. Let's just say that.
It's us. Me and Russ.
Yeah.
Dave just came back and left again.
He must have gotten his. He must have gotten his
Quit
DoorDash.
pooping.
What?
I said quit pooping. Come on.
I'm trying to eat.
Quit pre-pooping.
You can eat and play. That's what the mute button is for. I do it all the time.
Right.
You say your words, mute, take a bite.
No, I wasn't eating. I was getting.
You
my
are muted currently.
I'm muted.
No, you're not.
Am I muted?
No.
Well, I can't hear him.
I can hear
That's
it.
because you muted me.
Oh, I
when
have him
we were
muted
playing.
from when we were playing the randomizer.
Yeah.
That's right.
Ah.
Bobby, now I can hear you.
I'm sad I
Oh.
couldn't join you for that.
It's okay.
Sorry.
It was a terrible seed.
Okay. Well, I'm
We
glad
had
I didn't make it then.
Yeah,
We did it in what?
We had-
209.
we had the Aga because it gave us Master Sword, but no access. It gave us Moon Pearl and Master Sword, gave us no access to Dark World. So we had the Aga, and then once we got into Dark World, we had to go into Pod to get boots so that we could go
To desert.
to Desert to beat
the
Desert, which gave us the hammer. Was that right?
Yes.
And then
No.
the hammer let us.
Speaking of translating, that's a sentence
Man.
that makes some
Yeah.
sense to somebody, but
Right.
definitely
Anyway.
not me.
It had us double dipping in Pod, and Mirror was at Hobo, and Flippers ended up being in What were they
Paradox
in?
Cave.
Paradox Cave.
Yeah, there's words like Super Bunny and Bonk Rocks that you guys will just won't know the
Hookshot. Hookshot was in Spike Cave. So you ended up needing Moon Pearl, Aga to get to Dark World, get the hammer, and get the cape, so that you could go up to the top of Death Mountain, do Spike Cave, save and quit, then go with the hookshot back onto Death Mountain, hookshot over to Paradox Cave to get the flipper, so that you could go to Hobo to get the mirror,
Oh, goodness.
and then you could play the rest of the.
then you can do the rest of the game.
That was. It
I
was
played.
rough.
I picked a seed. I need to turn myself down. I picked a seed the other day for me and Matt. Sorry, we'll get started after this. I did pedestal ends the game, but I also did.
I wanted to try that out.
Yeah, but I also did map and compass shuffle, so you didn't know where the crystals
Pendants were.
Yeah, but then I also lowered GT Ganon's Tower to 2 crystals, so that actually put GT in logic most likely to get to the pedestal, which it did. We had to go to GT to get, I forget which item. I think it was Ice Rod. Then we had to go beat Turtle Rock, and then we could go get the pedestal.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
So I mixed it. It ended up being an hour 25, so it was shorter than normal, but it was still different enough.
Yeah, no, that sounds like fun. Doing
It was
stuff
fun.
like that. Sorry, you were muted, Dave. So what did you end up getting? I'm curious.
To eat?
Yeah.
Chili's.
Chili's.
Chipotle honey chicken crispers
That's the best.
with some fries and a Caesar salad.
Mm-hmm. That's
love
so much
Caesar
food
salads.
though.
And Lindsay gave me one of her
Egg rolls. Is that like the Southwest egg roll or whatever? Mm-hmm.
Chili's is just such the most random mix of
Yeah.
food.
Yes.
And I'm okay with that.
We always get those Chipotle honey chicken crispers when we go to Chili's, though. They got just the right amount of heat.
Oh, Chipotle.
Kyle didn't finish the story. Was that your first time ever doing Silver?
Yeah. So we didn't find silvers because they were in Misery Mire, or our third player ended up going and getting them after the Ganon hint. But that was my first time beating Ganon silverless with tempered,
Nice.
and I didn't even get torch glitch, and I still got him.
Very nice.
Yeah, once you practice, that's what I was trying to tell Jeff. Once you practice it a little bit, it's not too bad.
If I have butter, I really don't mind that much. But if I have bacon,
Well, you only need
sword-
8 hits with butter.
Yeah, it's not too bad. But
That's not bad.
if I have bacon and no bottles, I'm
That's
like,
what we had. We just had tempered and we had tempered. We only had blue mail because one of the mail upgrades was on the pedestal.
What's on the pedestal? It was a terrible seed.
all right, Russ, you ready?
Yeah.
Or would you rather us translate all of that for you? You know, bacon and butter and
Goodness, that would take
everything.
me
I actually-
9 years.
I actually do know what some of that stuff means.
some of that stuff.
I call the butter sword the Paula Deen blade.
Dean Blade.
Nice.
Kyle, I'm not seeing your camera.
Hannah's cleaning up behind me, so I'm just got to cut video until she's done, and then I'll come back.
You just need to get one of these
I
fancy
know
little
the
flaps.
slider.
The flaps that came
I
on
want
mine,
to,
man.
man.
It's so nice just being like, "Rip, there you
Some
go."
of them have a built-in
There you
slider
go.
where you can just
Yeah.
slide it over, and it's like, oh man, I need that.
Well, you'd have to buy an extra
right.
piece for your laptop.
I know. I mean, I could always just cover it with something else, but
Just get one of those little happy face stickers.
I should get a really powerful magnet and put it on the back, and
Well, actually, you use it. You have 2 SSDs, so it wouldn't do anything.
it wouldn't actually hurt anything. Yeah.
All right, so if you guys want to just into the recap last time, Alex, want to give us
Dude,
a short
I
recap?
already admitted in the Discord. I totally have all the information, but I just don't think it's fair for me to take this away from the rest of the team as far as the ability to really get in there and tell the story. So, yeah, I lied. I don't have a clue. I really don't
Dave,
remember
you
anything.
think of it.
I
I
mean,
know
I can do it.
there are
I can do it
giants, there are
again. I guess.
goblins.
I got this.
I know that there is a diseased dragon that we're trying to deal with, but I remember nothing. It's more than 2 weeks ago. It's already gone from my
It's
memory.
more than last night.
So we were at the CDC headquarters talking to Penny Bottom, and a bedraggled looking dude comes in, said there was a sick dragon who specifically wanted to see a team from the CDC. And then we went there. We had a suicide Knoll bomber, goblin,
Kobold.
Kobold.
Yeah.
That's one of those guys. We fought our way through some caves. Then we had to fight some hungry
Hungry hippos.
giants.
Trolls, hill giants.
Hill
They were
giants.
hill giants, yeah.
And what was the shaman dude we fought? Was he important?
Goblin, maybe.
He was just a
Yeah,
goblin.
he's just a goblin.
We really didn't progress on the
We're
story.
trekking up the mountain. We're getting closer to Valternax.
Baltimore.
Valtrats.
You got it. I can't believe you remembered that name.
I don't know why I did either.
Probably because you made fun of it.
It sounds a lot like a medication, I'm sure.
That
And we've heard like him screaming to himself, right? Or
mhm.
Like two personalities distinct or something like that.
yeah, he's probably not well.
Yeah, so that's a pretty good recap. I'm super impressed with you, Dave, for remembering that name. You're gonna be dispensing medication, and you're gonna give somebody some Valternax.
Here's your phone.
You want to give him an inspiration?
Do you have any questions about your Valternax, sir?
It's a little
Yeah,
leaky.
it's a good idea, Kyle.
He's never toyed
Take
with inspiration,
Take
so
an inspiration point.
he can see what
Reroll.
that's like.
What do I do?
Yeah.
Just mark it down?
There should be a spot on your character sheet. It's usually like a fancy dragon.
Yeah, you just click it, and it'll give you like a little sun-looking thing.
But basically, it's a free reroll. So at any point during the
I was
session,
about to say, I've heard of this, but I've never done it on.
Yeah, since you
People-
gave it a nice
Because
recap.
it doesn't make sense as a mechanic. It's dumb.
Tell us how you really feel, Alex. James
I'm
Sims.
inspired.
He used a fart icon.
Fart icon. Let me get Twitch up.
Me too. I forgot about that.
Since,
I'm on
since it's
Wi-Fi,
hard
so
to talk to people in
I'm in the
chat, I need you guys, if you're not like super active, to try to keep an eye on it and respond to people if you can.
Sure.
I usually try to flip back and forth between it and my D&D Beyond page. Now I gotta mute myself. There we go.
Let the cycle begin.
Ooh.
All right.
every time I see the Swift Rage emote, it makes me think of Sims for some reason. Dude just kind of looks a little bit like Sims.
So
Like an
if we
angry
could get
Sim.
Sims to make that face, we could have our own emote called
Yeah,
Sims.
Sims Rage. Get right on that, Sim.
That's what it needs to be. Sims
I want
Rage.
Sims to draw our characters.
The one he just put in. The one.
I'll
Yeah.
I'll give you some money,
Sims
James.
Rage right there.
It does look James.
We need to do that.
All right,
Since-
so you guys, you've made your way up to this point on the mountain. You defeated the sort of guard giants that were chained up here, and it looks like all that's left heading up the slope is kind of a winding staircase. Yin runs at 20 HP. Yeah, it might behoove you to take a short rest here.
Yeah.
I think you
I'll definitely
told
give
us
that
to
opportunity.
last time before we quit.
Yeah. Encourage
You
that.
probably did, yeah.
Okay.
So I would go ahead and do that.
Okay.
And then just up to the peak, there's just kind of this narrow winding staircase that winds its way up to the sort of the plateau at the shoulder of the mountain.
All right, so short rest.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Short rest.
Alex, did you say you could heal me?
I can. You not have any
Short rest.
hit dice left?
I do, but they're poopy. I've I'll count that.
No,
out
I don't
in a
have-
second.
I'm not quite full, but I'm close. Yeah. I've got some spell slots, so I could cast something like Mass Healing Word and give everybody a little bump.
Wait. If I click roll hit dice, it's just gonna roll 1.
Yeah. 10,
Sweet.
5, 20.
I could also do Mass Cure Wounds if people really need some help, but that would be my last 5th level spell. And I've got 1/6 left, so I only have one big bang for my buck.
I guess I could technically. I don't want
Whatever,
to get
yeah,
like
I mean-
super meta and do like healing hands on myself and then regenerate all my key. I just feel.
I
dumb doing
mean,
that.
I mean, if we have an hour, I could always whip up a hero's feast.
Okay, I don't see any reason not to do that.
Okay.
If you've got the ability.
I do.
So what are you doing? You're like taking a short rest, key healing yourself, and then
And then I get my short. No, I use the rest of my key points to
The
hit
rest of
myself, and then
There you
of
go.
course the short rest I get
Hey,
it back.
but again, so
I
that's
think-
the thing is you're out of hit dice.
I have 3 left,
Okay,
and I'm at
I mean, 'cause
40.
Yeah, so because again, I've got like I said, I got 60 hit points that I can dish out, and I'm not going to use it in combat because it takes an action to use in combat.
right,
Okay.
and he's our DPS hog, so
So it's a 1d8 plus 2. Why can't I just use that?
oh, you can actually do that without using key if you replace one of your flurry of blows. That's cool.
Well, no, but I have to use a key to use flurry of blows.
Well, right, but
Oh,
I mean, if you're
yeah.
already going to be using that anyway, then
I've done it before. Yeah,
yeah, that's nice. And you can do it to yourself.
I think so.
That's so cool. It's like, pa, 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 hit myself in the face.
I was about to say, I like the idea of like you're doing all this kung fu.
It
and then
says
you
touch
just
a
slap
creature,
yourself in
and,
the
and
face.
so I assume that I'm,
Yeah,
I'm a creature. It doesn't say.
You can definitely because you can lay on hands on yourself. It's basically the
So
Which
just
we
how
don't
much?
talk about that.
Yeah, how much health do you,
I was gonna make
how
a
much
joke.
health do you need, Key?
I'm at 40. I don't remember my key points from last time, but I'm gonna assume I used at least probably 5.
Yeah, at least a couple.
So I'm gonna do it 7 times.
You have 12 key points.
Yes, 1 for each level.
That's nice.
11, 22. 28. All right, and then you can give me how much, Alex?
Up to 60.
Up to 60. Well, I'm at 68 out of 99.
All right. Well,
I got
Take
91
31.
points.
All right.
Did you throw that stream announcement in any other of our servers?
I did not. Feel free.
I'll throw it in Bibbo server.
I mean,
Most of
everybody's
the
gonna
people are actually
miss the exciting short resting and healing that we've done.
I know, right?
and again, as,
Well,
and as far
we
as
don't-
I know, there's nobody in the Bibbo server that isn't in Golden Guys now.
Well, you know,
Yeah, but they might have notifications turned off. For...
Oh yeah, we got to spam and break their
I hate
notifications.
spamming everybody.
All right, so after you guys take your long rest, there's really nowhere else to go except up. You did during the sort of brief period that you were healing up and resting. You heard the sort of shouting and pain. You know, the roaring of pain that you heard earlier. Much closer now, much more present and much louder, coming from the direction that you're traveling. And after a few minutes, it kind of fades out, and you just sort of hear it off in the distance, sort of a draconic whimpering sort of sound. Yeah.
What is a draconic? Could you explain to me what a draconic whimper sounds like?
Oh, we called you out.
It's like any other kind of whimpering, only bigger
Draconic.
and scarier. Yeah.
Do we feel threatened by this sound?
So
I don't know. Do you?
you're
Based
saying
on some
it
of those
sounds like-
descriptions, maybe.
Yeah. So we hear the sound of somebody put too much stuff in the garbage disposal, and that's it. Nothing else. No smells. No other sounds accompany it. We just hear dragon whimpers.
For now, you're still a ways off.
Let's get a little bit closer, see if we gather some new evidence.
Okay, let me check something real quick. I don't know if I put Foggermore on this map. But I
No
don't
question
know that
threw
I
him off.
need
Now he's
to.
doubting. He's like, "Oh wait, was there smells?"
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, it's not in it. That's fine. All right. So you make your way up the narrow path, the stairway, up the mountain.
Are those handrails?
What?
Oh, okay. I thought that was the spiral staircase we were climbing, and I thought those were like handrails around the edge.
Oh, I see it. This is a big old room.
This room is huge.
Where are we?
I think my
Where
comment
Pelennor
surprised
is?
Russ so much that he
Over.
froze.
Over by the stairs over here.
Oh,
The bottom
Russ.
left.
Oh
He
no, Russ!
froze.
Oh no! Just as we were getting going.
Ooh, today.
Not like this.
That poop.
All right, here
Not
we go.
like this. All right, well, I am now the DM, so I say we win.
Hey! All right, let's play
Hey.
Imperial Assault.
Let's go play Imperial Assault.
Okay. I'm not sure what happened there, guys. Sorry.
Sorry.
So yeah, you come out on this plateau. It's obviously been sort of constructed and cut into the shoulder of this mountain on this cliff top along the side of the mountain here. There's kind of a guard post or some sort of tower about 30 feet tall right over here. But it doesn't seem to be manned currently. There's nobody up on it that you can see.
I know I do.
there's-
And I pull my little token out. It's gonna be way too big. Yep, it is.
No, you pull.
It's the wrong one. Yeah.
You pull it
Where's
from the
the-
name.
Yeah. Grab
just
your.
drag
Yeah.
your name.
You don't
drag
have to
your
click.
name.
You don't have to
Right there.
click and get into your thing. There you go.
Oh, the name. Cool.
It can be taught.
All right, so further to the north, you see what looks like kind of open air temple. It's about 30 feet high, and there's pillars around the bottom with a kind of a platform on the top, and you can sort of see inside, and you see shrines that look like they're dedicated to the god of the gods of healing and medicine, and some rubble. You see, there's a few places where it looks like it's been broken down. Right here, there's the remains of a big column that had once stood in front of the building, and up on top of the sort of colonnade. You see crouched a large green dragon.
Whoa.
Whoa, that dragon! Wait, this place is huge. If that
Yeah, I
dragon is
know.
only that big,
Are we
Hang
supposed to be in one of the tiny squares, or are we?
Wait, how big
That
is it?
dragon's not big. He's as big as we are.
We're just far away.
That's a
still.
worm. Go step on it, Name.
Easy.
Let's get out of here.
He's 4 squares big.
Yeah, his wingspan. I don't count wingspan.
Fine. It's this big.
Vultures are giant. if
there
you
we
count
go. Now we're
wingspan.
talking.
A little better. I actually imagine he should fill up that whole room, but you know.
If geese were as big as their wingspan, I would. I still would leave them alone.
There you go.
They're ferocious. He's gonna quadruple his HP now too.
Yep.
But his speed is like a quarter of what it was. So we get 4 rounds to every one of his.
Yep. But he gets to attack 20 times.
That math checks out.
This is a really frustrating token because it has a whole bunch of white space around the edges.
Well, you know,
gotcha.
if you'd have sent it my way, it wouldn't have all that white space.
I could have edited it too, but I just grabbed it real quick when I was doing the prep and didn't realize it was janky. All right, so
Okay.
so the dragon is here. He's probably 80 feet away.
As the
At
arrow
this point,
flies.
yeah. So, and you guys are kind of around the corner from him. You can hear him much, not shouting or yelling, but kind of muttering to himself. You know, it hurts. Why won't it go away? Why won't it get better? She said it would get better. Why isn't it getting better?
Quit scratching.
Just kind of over and over. Just leave it alone. But that's the scene. That's the scene that you find yourself in. What do you do?
I think we need to talk to it if we can.
Pellinor, this seems a little odd to you, doesn't it? It's not just me.
No, it's definitely odd. I kind of half expected there to be more resistance once we came up here. That's the only part that has me uneasy, is the fact that it seems like it's just the dragon by himself.
I wonder if maybe they died from pestilence, or if he scared them off, or maybe he's just the lonely dragon.
Maybe the lonely dragon. But I think at this point, he requested an audience. We have gone through all this effort bringing ourselves here, whether we wanted to or not. So at this point, I think we just move forward cautiously and confront him.
All right. Well, you speak Draconin, right?
Yes, I do.
All right. I'm gonna suggest you take lead on this one.
So, Pellinor kind of walks forward casually, and in Draconic,
Draconic. That's what I meant.
basically, announces his presence, that we're here from the CDC seeking why, what's his name again?
Valtrenax.
Yeah, that word. Why he has sought counsel with the CDC.
When you he doesn't seem to notice you at all as you're walking up. When you get close enough to start talking, he sort of starts and he goes, "Oh, who the is that?" And he looks at you and says, "Who the are you?
It's Ozzy.
What are you
It's Ozzy.
I hate a fat. What are you doing here?"
Do we need to get closer, like up here somewhere?
Oh, that's
Sharon.
So
I would
Pellinor is
get
like-
within this area probably.
man.
Where? Point one more time. Okay.
So Pellinor looks back at Yinra and he's like, "I think this one has taken one too many ride on the crazy train." And then-
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. So, and then he would turn and look at him like, "Again, we're here from the CDC. We told you asked for us."
Where does it hurt?
He kind of blinks at you, and it looks like his eyes are having trouble focusing, and then you see it take a couple of deep breaths, and almost like strain a little bit, and it expels this sort of brownish green mist from its skin. It's kind of just like it's condensating, like it's vaporizing off of its skin a little bit. And it seems to be able to focus at you a little bit better. You notice as you look more closely at it that it's got these big sort of tumors and goiters and just, I mean, it looks all eaten up. It is obviously not a healthy dragon. But as it focuses on you this time, it seems to be able to pull its wits together a little bit better. And it says, "You're the CDC. I did call you, didn't I?
Yeah, I can see you're
I
having
could
some.
Remember."
I can see you're having some trouble with your eyesight, but when we're done, there'll be no more tears.
Is this going to be the night? I'm sorry I set the precedent now. Oh no, what have I done? What have I done? What have we done?
I am okay with this.
Hey, I've got cure disease. Like, I don't know. It's not like a crazy high. It's part of my punch. I don't know if that would help.
He says, listen, I've been feeling a little paranoid.
Sorry.
Usually this sort of thing doesn't affect me, but I've not been feeling well. Generally, I'm sort of an Iron Man, but sorry. Okay, I'm
Deep
done with
down
that.
the rabbit hole can he go?
I'm reaching the end of Black Sabbath songs I can think of off the top of my head. And he says, look, I've been having a lot of trouble thinking and remembering things lately, but I need some help. I've got information that I know the CDC can use, but you're gonna have to do something for me first. I've been sick. The only thing that's keeping me alive is Sharon giving me the medicine. And he says, "Where is Sharon? Hey, Sharon! Sharon!" And he yells for Sharon for a little bit, and then
Will Sharon come?
around the corner.
I see him.
Around the corner comes a female kobold, dressed sort of like the alchemists that you guys have seen. I don't know if you guys can see that that token. Hang on, let me do this. If I can. Where'd she go? Oh, never mind. I can't share that. So I don't know if you can, how well you can see that token.
Just stretch it out real quick. There you go.
Yeah, there we go. But she's dressed a little bit like the alchemist that you've seen, but she's got these eyes that are sort of glowing, this sort of poison green glow, and she's got this contraption on her back that seems to be like sort of chugging and running, and it's belching out a little bit of sort of green, and it's hooked up by this series of tubes to a staff that she's carrying. And she walks up to where Valternax is, and she's accompanied by a couple of sort of regular kobold mooks. And she says, "Great Scaled One, I've told you before, my name is Kaz, not Sharon.
Not sure.
But if it pleases the Great Scaled One to call me Sharon, then Sharon I shall be." And she says, she looks at him and she says, "You are looking very unwell, Scaled One. You need to take your medicine." And she climbs up a ladder to the area where I can't grab her. She climbs up a ladder, and a little needle, a little injector, sort of springs out of the little backpack that she's wearing over her shoulder, and injects something into the sort of flank of the dragon. And for a moment, he seems to actually be calming down and feeling better. He was already... But then you see his eyes kind of glaze over again, and he sort of starts to nod off. And you see the pustules sort of start to throb a little bit, and sort of that green poison, glow emanate from these pustules on him. And then she kind of snaps her head towards you and turns. She says, "I didn't expect it."
So I was gonna say, like, as she was getting rid of him, I'm like, "Oh, Sharon! I mean, excuse me, Sharon. Where did you receive your license from?"
Identification, please.
She says, things work differently in the Kobold Warrens, shiny human. I received my schooling from Dr. Feelgood. I know that's not an Ozzy song, but it's the right era.
That's okay. If he's not saying it, then it's fine.
And she says, I know my business.
Poisoning dragons?
Yeah, that's the thing is, from what I'm seeing here, you may be the root cause of what is going on. So I would like to see your exact formulation, your credentials, and don't give me this Dr. Feelgood business. We are official from the CDC, and we have domain over this whole area, over this whole country, and no one practices medicine without our writ. So if you don't have your own CDC official license, you are all set to be purged for unauthorized medicine injections here right now. So provide the papers, step down, or face our judgment.
Besides, Dr. Feel's show is scripted anyway.
Right.
She says,
He means business, lady.
she says, very, very well. I will show you my form. Hold on. Okay. So, and just by the way, a note on the these top walls. There are, or this top walkway. There are sort of these, I would say, chest high outer walls along the sides, and these little white things. It's the icon in this map window. So these are sections where you can kind of see through. There are gaps in the walls, but along the corners and some along the sides there are these like bits of crenellation and pillars and stuff. So she sort of steps aside and she says, I shall show you my formulation. And she holds her staff, and you see this like glug from the tube attached to her backpack, and suddenly the sphere launches out of her staff and lands right in front of you.
Does it
Roll initiative.
Yes, and you'll need to roll con checks as well.
Con checks, not even reflex.
Con saves. Because when it hits right here, it creates. Let's see.
Yeah.
We were ready,
Do
apparently.
we get +3 on that?
Never mind.
Alex?
We weren't ready.
Yes. As long as you're within 10 feet of me, you get +3 on all your saves.
Yeah, I remember the distance. I couldn't remember if it was on saves or checks or what. Remember to click your character. Yes, sir.
I was not ready.
Now, question. Is this going to be an attack of the nature of harmful gas or vapor?
Ooh, your new item.
Yes.
All right, so I technically have advantage on this crap.
All right. So it creates.
Well,
Should you
What
go
she's
ahead and use
doing-
my inspiration to re-roll that 6?
You think-
You
I don't
roll.
know what it's
she's-
going to do yet.
What she's doing is this. And that should
Oh,
say
yeah,
her
thinking
device.
cloud. Ooh, cloud kill. Holy crap. Russ isn't
and
messing around.
Gonna
Ah.
be
Stinking cloud, fog cloud, cloud kill.
the introductory salvo will be a stinking cloud. Now they're smaller than the normal spell, so let me draw out where it goes.
Yeah, 20-foot radius sphere. That would be huge.
She did it here, so I hate the draw tools in Roll20.
Maybe they hate you more. Dr. Feelgood.
Oh, if you're immune to poison, you automatically succeed.
Oh, I didn't have to roll.
Do turtles
I
need
mean,
to breathe air?
yes.
Yellow nauseating gas.
He can hold his breath for a long time. But that's about it.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't hold my breath for a long time.
There it is.
Nice.
If it's just a like
I was about to say.
breathable thing.
I mean, it says if they don't need to breathe. So that's kind of weird because it's like, surely if like someone threw a gas bomb, you would like hold your breath for 10 seconds. Now, if you had to prolong, fight in it, of course you'd be
Yeah,
breathing
but
in.
when it happens, though, you're not sure. You don't know what's happening, so you're breathing normal. Now, if you knew what it was, that would make sense.
I mean, if it's yellow gas, I'd be like,
I can hold my breath for up to an hour at a time.
I think he's immune to it.
Who?
David, if he can hold his breath for an hour,
He might take the initial damage. That's
Maybe.
interesting.
maybe, yeah.
Well, Stinking Cloud doesn't do damage, right?
Right. You just lose an action on your turn.
You
If
just
you
rinse
fail to-
around.
Basically, I think the
Basically.
con save is to make sure that you kind of get a breath before the cloud
Gotcha.
comes
Okay,
out, and that you
50% of
don't
the actual
that you
turn.
don't inhale anything. And,
Stretching and reeling.
Can hold your breath long enough.
and it's a little bit like tear gas or something, where if you get started, you're not really going to have
can't.
control of your breathing.
Right.
It's
to
in
be
there.
able to
It's
stop.
in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me
That
try and
makes
find something better to mark this,
If I'm
because I can't.
surprised by it, I can see like I'm not ready. But if I had to like run through it, I think I would be
Well, it depends on
assumed
what
I
it
could
says.
hold my breath and go through it.
Yeah, but you might misjudge, how far out it is. So you still need to roll.
It also says it just at the start of your turn. So if you move all the way through it, you wouldn't even have to
Okay,
make the save
that's true.
anyway.
Yeah, that's what they.
That seems to make sense.
I said I think we're trying to meta it too much, and the rules are already like
Nope, we're not.
meta. That thought
No,
about
I'm-
this.
We're metaing
I'm
it just
doing
as
it
they-
flavor wise. I'm saying in this instant where it shot at me, I don't think I would hold my breath because I'm not ready.
Yeah.
But if,
Listen, we've
it's
got to
already
get
there.
out of Imperial Assault mindset and back into D&D
Back into
mindset.
D&D.
well, I am.
Very different game.
James,
I'm
where's
thinking-
the
He's accepting the.
James? Where's
I'm
the fart
accepting
emote?
that I have to make a save, and I'm saying the reason is my character wouldn't be ready for that.
Okay. All right, Russ, we ready? There it is.
Stink cloud.
All right. So did everybody make your saves?
Dave failed it, I think, but the rest of us, I think, are good.
It did fail.
I didn't see the rolls.
They
It's
were
up there.
up above initiative.
Well, I don't
and
have
stuff.
to, even though
All right.
I rolled a 6, which I guess is a 9
Nine.
because of Pelennor.
All right. So Dave, on your next turn, you're not able to take an action because you're coughing and vomiting and all that stuff.
Okay.
You can still move. You can still do bonus actions, but mainly you're puking.
Turtle puke.
Did everybody else save?
Yeah.
Okay. The other thing that
I didn't know what the
does,
save was, but we all rolled pretty
that's
high.
DC 13, I think.
Oh yeah, we're good. We're good.
We're good.
The other thing that it does is obscures you. So you're, I think,
Strike from the
totally
shadows.
obscured, heavily obscured. So basically, you don't have line of sight to anything that's outside the cloud. Nothing outside the cloud has line of sight to you.
Mm-hmm.
And you have the blinded condition. Try to make any attacks.
Ooh.
Just Dave or us while we're in it?
Anybody that's in the cloud, because it basically you can't see through. It's too dense. So when Kaz launches this at you, you hear, you can't see at this point, but you hear Valternac sort of slurred speech, and obviously not very able to articulate and say, but you hear him say, what's going on? Sharon, are you poisoning me? What? Hey, you CDC, can you help me?
Oh man.
So, just to set this up, did everybody roll initiative?
Yes,
Yes.
we're in the turn order.
Hang on, I didn't roll initiative for her.
Am I supposed to add three to mine?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you get
Ooh, I'm
3
at
to your
20.
initiative. Yeah, I forgot to do that too. Help me remember my own abilities.
I rolled so
All
high,
right,
I didn't
so-
even think about it.
So just kind of meta for a second. The way this is going to work is we're going to have this combat. You're going to be fighting Kaz and her mooks. But you can also attempt to heal Valternax if you like. He is, however, extremely diseased. She's been poisoning him for a long time. And so it's going to take more than one action or spell or whatever. So we're doing a skill challenge.
Oh, nice.
So you'll need a certain number of success before you get 4 failures, and we'll see how that goes. But if you heal the dragon, he will be able then to act in combat.
Say that again?
If we heal the dragon, he can act in combat.
Okay. Nice.
All right. So let me put everything in order. And
Nice,
looks
nice.
like Yinron is up first.
All right. Yinron's used to moving around in stinky clouds because of his noxious aura, so he just feels right at home. So he remembers where What's Her Bucket is, so he's going to move right up. Am I close enough to... am I within melee range to Valtronix? Or would that be...
He's 30 feet. He's 30 feet up.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a 30-foot.
Well, I mean, I got
the
50
ladder,
thing
though.
of movement. I think I could go
Sharon,
up there. Right?
So yeah, if you stand right there, you'll be in melee range of him.
Okay. So I will... Smacky smack. What's Her Bucket?
Sharon? Kaz?
Sharon.
Boy, Sharon, here's a smack.
Smack!
All right. That's 13. That will not hit.
No, it was a 7. Oh, yeah,
17.
13. 17's the roll. 13's the damage.
17 just does it.
That's some high AC.
Ooh.
And then 21.
21 definitely hits.
Okay, and then I will use Flurry of Blows.
Punches. Nice.
All right, and then for my second one, I will use my Healing Hands on Voltronax. I have an ability. Where is it? Here it is. He regains 1d8 plus 2, and then I can also end one disease on him. So I guess that'll be my skill check or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, that works for me, and that will be a success.
All right.
All right, Pellinor.
So let's see.
This area here, it is difficult terrain.
Now, does the dragon seem like? So he still seems pretty docile and not really flailing about or anything like. Not.
Yeah, it seemed whatever she gave him seemed to act as a kind of a sedative as well. So he's pretty out of it at the moment.
Let's just.
She gave Valtrex some Xanax.
Yes, she did.
I'll just
Right in
move
the
up.
bum.
Can I move like right here? Is that up in his grill or in his space?
I would say right here. Oh, that's not a square though.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily. I'm just wanting to make sure I'm not going to be standing in his space, since it's still it's
there
hard to tell
or
which is his.
there is fine. Yeah, either of those two.
All right, so I can move up to there, and then I'm gonna smack this dude in the back right here.
Okay. When you move into that,
Okay.
when you move inside the, good lord, I can't word.
Open
today.
air temple.
He gets a better
Yes, when you move inside the temple, you see
Oh gosh.
a few kobolds you didn't see before.
Oh no!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Go get that gold.
There be more.
He says, whoop, 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 whoop.
There it is.
Ooh, let the kobolds out.
That's a lot of shiftiness.
Ifs.
Oh goodness. Oh, those are the Molotov
This is
slinging
not
dudes.
Rocket League stream. Stop asking.
All right.
Yeah, where's Diet Dr. Butter? Get her in here.
She's watching Ant-Man and the Wasp with the kids.
That's a good,
a
one.
good one.
That's a good one. Oh, I like your tally that you got going, Russ.
Thank you. All right. Continue.
Okay, moved up, and then I did a 14 against that guy.
Ooh.
That should hit. Let me double check. No.
Okay, well then I'll swing at him again.
There we
Right.
go.
26.
It's a bit better.
Why isn't
How much
Gideon in
damage?
here? I need some bless.
So it's 38 damage.
Gideon's always missing when we need him.
Know it. He heard there was a
Okay.
dragon.
He
so
looks in
dipped.
pretty bad shape, but he is
Okay.
not dead yet. He's bloodied for sure.
That's it for me.
All right. So next up, Velternax is too out of it to do anything, so he just kind of, hey, what's going on?
Just incoherent swearing.
Yeah. Well, that's half of what that show was.
Oh, we probably got people in here that are too young for that.
Oh, I'm telling you, it takes me back. But
All right, so the alchemists will go. This one right here steps up to the gap in the wall, and he is going to throw a Molotov cocktail into this stinking cloud. Good things are going to happen.
Thanks, Mom. My sweet mother is like the stream.
All right, so that's going to hit Name and Shelly. And it's going to
Does he know they're there? That's a little meta. I don't know.
Why wouldn't he?
Well, he wasn't there when
Is
they
it-
got covered, were they?
There's a big guy. He was right over here.
Okay. He just knows to throw it at the gas cloud. Never mind. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, there's a huge cloud of gas. He's just throwing it in the
I forgot. I wasn't thinking AoEs. I was thinking like arrow shots, I guess.
middle. No, he's just chucking it in the middle.
I'm dumb.
All right, Kyle and Dave, roll a dex save, please.
deck save.
You can use mine if you want.
Can use what?
I mean, Russ won't count it, but you can use my deck save if you want.
I think I'll use mine.
Nice! With a
With a
plus
plus
0! Beautiful!
That's amazing.
Beautiful!
It's my second 6 in a row.
Beautiful!
Yes.
All right, so Dave, Shelley will take 16 damage.
While I'm
Nami will
puking.
take 8.
8.
You're like leaned over, coughing up a lung, and then all of a sudden fire just erupts on you.
And I wonder if Stinking Cloud is
Flammable?
flammable.
I'm about to say, are we
double
about
dose
to get
of-
combusted on?
You get a double dose.
Can check the internet.
You can just roll for it, which I think is what he's doing.
That's what I'm going to do. 10 or higher.
It actually shows up.
Thanks for russing it up.
All right, so we're going to say that this particular formulation of Stinking Cloud is apparently
Not flammable.
It touched my skin, so now it's sweet. It's sugary. It's caramelized, but not flammable.
We're not playing. What is that game? Divinity.
Oh,
Divinity.
Divinity. Yes.
Click
They
something.
laid down poison and now they're
room.
throwing
So
fire
good.
down.
Alex, you would
All
love
right.
that game, Alex. I think.
You would. All right. Now the next one. He is going to
It's gonna light me up.
disregard. No. He is going to utterly disregard the well-being of the kobold standing next to Pelennor, and he's going to chuck a Molotov over here.
Beautiful.
Nice.
He's already dead anyway. Huh!
Yep. So Pelennor, roll a dex save,
For the good of the clan.
and
Nice.
why did it roll with?
Oh crap! Yeah.
So it's going to be an 11. He does not save. And he die.
Die, stupid kobold.
Kapla.
All right. So 10 damage to Pelennor and 20 to this kobold who is most dead.
You said he's most dead or mostly dead? Those are two
Most
different things.
most definitely dead.
Oh,
Okay,
most
most
definitely
definitely
dead. I was like, mostly dead. How does that work?
Instead of like Billy.
We have,
It's
we have
like,
a Princess
uh,
Bride situation here.
yeah.
He's only mostly dead.
True love. Some girl kobold's gonna come in here and feed him some chocolate. And he'll
All right. So at
Why'd you have,
Uh,
now I
oh.
want a sandwich.
1, 2.
mutton, lettuce, tomato. Where the mutton is real lean.
This one right here is also going to throw his Molotov over here. His explosive flask. So roll another save and throw.
Couldn't dodge the second one.
Oh no!
Stick
No!
with them. Oh my gosh.
5, 3, 2, 6, 5. That's a 5d6 attack.
Come here.
That's great.
Yeah, and it recharges on a
Need a
5 or a 6
bandage?
roll, but
Nice. Nice knowing you, Pelennor. That's a third of his HP right there.
Hold
I
on.
assumed he was full.
Sorry.
Hold on. Let me see. Save changes. Can you see my HP now? I got it set on my token, but it may not
No, we
display
can.
it.
If we don't
I
own the
can see it.
token, if we don't own the
Okay.
token, we can't see it.
Yeah, we can set that up, but I'm not going to worry about it right now.
Yeah.
All right. So at the
Would be nice for the stream.
end of the alchemist turn, Kaz is going to. Let's see. What is she going to do?
what is she gonna do?
Smack me, probably.
So she's still standing right next to
Yinra.
Volternax,
Voltron's at.
and you see another little auto injector pop out of her.
Oh boy.
Give him auto fail.
Unpredictable.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That's not. She can't do that on as a legendary action. That's a different. So she is going to. An auto injector is going to come out of her pack and attack. Yinron.
Take a turn.
Oh, good thing I'm immune to poison.
23.
Yes, it hits, and I take 1
Why is
damage.
it rolling advantage? Okay. Oh, you're completely immune to poison.
I am.
Wow. Okay. So she seems really shocked that it doesn't seem to do anything to you.
So the only thing that hurt me was the actual syringe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it does a D4 of piercing
Uh-huh.
damage.
Poink.
Ow! Really? Really?
Honestly.
Needles,
Honestly.
lady, needles. Jeez.
Who uses a needle?
Play the Aussie sound for him.
Yeah. Beep.
So then on her turn, she's going to turn to Volternax, and a different syringe pops out of the backpack and injects him with some more of that that toxin, that pathogen that she's been injecting him with. So that is her disease injector.
Oh no!
action.
Plus
And
one
that adds
failure
a
to
failure.
heal challenge.
But that does take her whole action.
So the auto injector was her legendary.
So
Yes.
earlier I
so-
missed how we need. You said we need 4 successes, and how many fails?
You have to get 6 successes before you get 4 failures.
I was about to say, I think you actually didn't tell us how many. You just said some number of successes before you
Did
get
I not
4
say?
failures.
Okay,
I
6
think so.
before you get 4.
Which is fine.
Can
You could have left
we
it.
get a success by doing like some sort of healing action?
Probably
on it?
like a medicine
Any
check.
kind of action that you can justify to me
Flavor
would
wise.
advance the healing of
Okay.
Miss Dragon.
I
That
kiss
was
the
fun.
dragon.
That's
I
what
kiss
I
the
wanted.
dragon's boo boos,
That was-
and then roll charisma, and he may take it.
And there will be no rolling Arcana.
Mr. Disease, please come out of this kind
or
dragon.
charisma.
I was going to say, surely this is like a jellyfish sting, so I'm just going to pee on it.
Oh god.
It got infected, even though I peed on it.
Michael.
But when she injects him, he kind of, it really kind of knocks him for a loop, and his voice is getting even can't even individual words, and you see these boils just rolling, and he starts to and sort of shout in Draconic, and she sort of hisses at him, I will see the mistress's experiment completed, and I will wipe out these CDC fools in the process if I have. And then it's not her turn anymore. Shelly.
Right.
You lose an action, don't you?
Yeah, I
That
can move.
sucks.
I just can't act.
That's
So as I'm coughing and choking, I gonna run out of the cloud here. I think I'm gonna charge forward. I can get right there. All right, so I'm gonna move there. Now, how about this? On your turn, you can use a bonus action. Expend a superiority die to grant a friendly creature who can see or hear you temporary hit points equal to that roll. Would you count that?
I mean, you got to flavor it. So,
I'm going to shout
Okay.
encourage. I'm
Yeah.
shouting rallying encouragement to him that he can break the chains of her domination.
and because he is reptilian, somehow that creates a bond between.
Roll me a.
So the roll is
Use your inspiration.
the normal
Oh,
roll.
it does come with a roll.
Well, yeah, it grants them hit
Heals.
points equal to this, which is a. Hold on, where is it?
All right. On top of that, I want you to roll a charisma check.
Oh. Here's where you may want to use that inspiration.
felt a little,
Mr. Disease.
I felt a little disdain as he.
I'm not gonna let this be a success because it's just giving him temp hit points. But
That's what I was.
do you
That's,
think you could grant somebody else advantage on a roll on
On a
like a
check.
medicine check or something?
okay. I mean, because that's why I didn't think it was quite good enough
Yeah.
because it's temporary. But the flavor of it is it's called rally.
Actually, you know what?
Inspiring.
Because it's rally and because you're giving them temporary hit points, on the, I will take away that failure.
Nice.
Oh. Nice. That's actually good.
Okay, so well, let me roll first.
Yeah, don't celebrate too soon.
I
Where'd it go? Action. I guess. Okay, there it goes.
Oh my gosh.
No, that was
Oh, okay.
That's
That
what
was
you
a
want.
D10.
That was my
It's the-
D10.
That's actually good
amount
for a
of- yeah.
D10.
So now you want me to roll charisma?
Yeah, roll a charisma check.
That's like a 12 on a D20, so that's
14.
not bad.
Oh, 10. Wait, he gets +3.
He gets +3.
He's within 3 of Pelennor.
Yeah, I'm right next to it.
Is it
All
a
right.
saving throw or a check? I don't do checks. I just do
It's
saving
a
throws.
check.
Oh.
I mean, y'all want me to use my inspiration? Try again?
Yes.
All right.
Because if we lose a failure, that's great. But if we
True.
fail, we're going to gain. Oh my gosh.
I have not had a good
Dave, I
roll
said
yet.
roll again. Not
That-
literally. The
That
same
six,
roll.
That 6 on the D10 is my best roll tonight.
That's okay.
All right.
Was that his inspiration?
Yeah.
So the next person that does a check is going to have disadvantage.
Yikes.
Your words of
Because
encouragement
what you
were
say
so bad. We question life itself.
Actually sends him into a state of despair. He loses hope. He thinks there's no way that these morons are going to be able to.
Iron Maiden.
You think
What do
you're
you mean?
inspiring him, but really you just walk up and go, "You okay?"
I gave you 6 temporary hit points.
What do you mean, Ronnie James? Dio.
He's a legend, mate.
All right. Name.
All right, so. Name can't see anything. That's always a problem. But he knows he's in a cloud of gas, and he knows that's bad. He knows that's, something he needs to get out of, but he's worried
Well-
he's going to be.
I was going to say, and you would know the general direction of where the combat's happening.
Yeah,
Like, I ran straight
You
forward.
could
where
hear
I
it.
knew.
You had seen it beforehand.
he wouldn't think that hard about it. He would just say, best way to get out of a cloud is to fly above it.
Yeah, otherworldly form.
So he's going to cast his spell and take on his more dwarven kind of radiant form, which also has the benefit of making me immune to fire and poison,
I like to think
which
that
is super helpful, I think, in this situation. Or actually, it's not both. Yeah, if I take on the lower plane, sorry. So it's radiant and necrotic for upper planes. I don't think I could take the lower planes because that's not my deity. I think I'd have to take the upper planes. All right, so that doesn't help. So I'm radiant or necrotic, which doesn't help in this, but you know what? Whatever. All right, so flying speed of 40 feet. So with that, he is going to fly. I think he would just basically fly up, and then seeing the dragon and seeing the person who lobbed the stuff at him, he would just kind of perch himself right there. Acceptable?
Yeah, absolutely.
And since I cast a spell, I don't really have anything I can do with a bonus action elsewise. So I think that will do it. Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys just gonna
Yep, I
leave me to punch this dragon 6 times?
At the end of your turn,
Get there.
she sees herself becoming surrounded, and she hits a button on the sort of strap or contraption that's strapped to her back, and it starts to shoot pressurized gas out of the bottom, and she lifts off.
What, is she a freaking Mandalorian?
Yeah.
Do we get a swipe of opportunity?
Yes.
Nice.
All right, I'm going to put him on the map layer because he is getting in the way. Right. Y'all still see him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. We can all move around him.
And then you can bring him back if you need to manipulate him. If we
All right,
succeed
so you
enough.
hit her for how much? 12?
12. You gonna swing at her, Justin?
I am. And hopefully I hit, because then...
Oh, for my attack of opportunity, do I get to add my D8? Because I normally will be able to add a D8 instead of getting an extra attack. I basically add a D8.
Is there an action associated with that?
No.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Keys at 8 damage from you.
Yeah, but I also want to do this.
Okay.
So it says once on each of your turns. Will this count as my current turn's attack or the previous turn, like the one I just took a minute ago? I guess it's per round.
What,
Is
so
that
what is that? How exactly is it worded?
It says it's worded once on each of your turns when you hit a creature with a weapon attack. So it's not even my turn. So I guess I couldn't do it.
Yeah, mine doesn't
Yeah, it
say
sounds
my...
like it has to be on your turn.
Mine
Right.
doesn't say on my turn, so I was able
Right.
to do it.
Yeah.
All right, so it's a con save.
14. Never mind. JK. Go about your business. Nothing to see here.
All right. But she does take some good damage. Now, when she does that, Name, she kind of launches herself over you,
Mm-hmm.
and that concentrated, pressurized poison hits you. So this is
the face.
death pack. Make a con save, DC 13. Take 2d6 poison damage.
Okay.
All right, 9 poison damage.
Doesn't give me poisoned though.
No, you're not
Okay.
poisoned. It just
No problem.
does some damage.
No problem.
It's
No
like,
problem.
it's like mustard gas or something. It's
Head dragon sus.
I said the half-orc RDJ lookalike is sus. What's up, Kessler? Glad you're here, buddy. I mean, Bountiful K. I didn't.
I mean, yeah.
Just outed him.
We don't know who you are. Random Twitch follower.
All right, when's it my turn to punch some stuff?
I'm about to say, isn't it those?
it is the Kobold, the Dragon Shield's turn. So this one's 30. What's this one doing? Flipped upside down.
Who knows?
Go breaking stuff.
This one's gonna jump down.
Turn around.
30.
Boogie.
And I'm gonna roll some damage for him since that's 30 feet of falling. All right, I'm gonna move this corpse. Bye bye. I hope that wasn't the one I did there initially. It's not. Okay.
I'll say it always is.
Yeah. Generally. And this one's gonna come up on you.
Whatevs. Do you know what my AC is right now?
Over 9,000.
It's over 9,000.
25.
Whoa.
Goodness.
All right.
25.
So we're gonna get some attacks going. 2 spear attacks for each. So Name, here come yours.
Only because
Ooh,
it
that
critted.
crit.
He literally can't hit me unless he crits.
That's hilarious. That's some crazy AC. And now coming at Pelennor. Any of those hit? No, I don't think they do.
That's 5. Don't you need one more?
Is it just 5? 1,
11, 6, 12, 17.
6. One of them's up there underneath the.
Okay,
crit.
okay. Yeah, none of those hit.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean,
so
but you
they're-
didn't even crack 18 with those, so of
no,
course they
no,
don't
they're
hit.
pretty bad. I mean, their bonus is better than that. They just rolled garbage.
At this point, they're not even on the board. Let's just ignore them.
I mean, they're doing their best. They're trying, but
They're trying.
they're not doing a lot of good.
They're difficult terrain at this point.
Difficult.
It will be Yinron's turn next, but first,
But first,
um,
you gotta get that Mandalorian kobold over here.
Kaz is going to hold out her staff with the big hose attached to it that's attached to this, and she flips a switch and it starts. You feel like this like wind start up. It starts like sucking air, and
Oh,
it's going to move. This gas cloud sort of starts billowing in toward about 10 feet.
yikes.
Whatever.
That ain't cool.
I can't see. I can't
That
see.
was my
that
breath in
good.
response to that.
You know what? Roll a int save.
Hey, you get +3 on it. It's a save.
It's a save.
That's a 19.
Yeah.
I'm smart enough to remember that I just choked on that cloud.
Well, intelligence is sometimes used for quickness of thought. So you see what's going on, and you feel the wind, and you're like, oh crap. So yeah, you don't have to make the check. Name does.
It was on.
Con, yeah. Got it.
He's fine.
Wow.
Could have been an attack.
I don't have to roll, so thankfully.
Dragon's rolling. Oh no!
Does he get +3 too?
He is an ally now.
Maybe. You haven't healed him yet.
It's a transitive
Alright.
property of friendship and allies. Yinron touched him and healed him. That's how that works.
Well, mine says
so
creature.
Yinron's
Mine doesn't
up.
have to be an ally. Now, Shelly's had to be an ally, I think.
It's
Alright.
fine. He's not an ally.
He's not an enemy. Currently.
That's all it takes with the CDC. We're very binary with our
Yes.
criteria.
If we can't heal him, then he is an enemy, because then he could spread it. Whether he
Alright.
wants to be our friend or not.
Justin, so Yinron's up.
Alright, so trying to think. I think Yinron would probably continue to focus on the dragon unless the situation looked really dire, which it
But he can't
does.
see anything.
But
so
but it doesn't. And based on what he saw before the cloud moved, which was very recent.
He
So-
can't see anything, but a dragon's a big enough target that I think
You can feel
You're not
around
trying-
for it.
you're not trying to hit it hard enough to do damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see
Sit
it.
still, you dumb dragon.
Sit still.
Also, heavy concealment is weird in 5th edition because if two people are inside a something that gives them heavy concealment and they're fighting each other in melee, you don't have disadvantage. You just attack regularly. Because both people are blinded, which means that they both have disadvantage but grant advantage to attackers, which means that it cancels out.
that is bizarre.
It's real stupid.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Justin.
I don't know. I really want to attack the Mandalorian, but I think Yinron would stick with the dragon and try to heal it. So yeah, I'll just do my Hands of Healing as an action and spend 1 key point. And that'll end my turn.
All right.
Actually, you know
One
what?
more success.
No, Shelly saved on it, so okay, never mind.
So,
Eleanor.
I'm holding my breath.
if it's Pelinor's turn, seeing how ineffective.
Well, hold on. She's
Go
got
ahead.
one more legendary action.
Okay, she's gonna do some stuff.
So, Oh, she doesn't really have anything that's relevant right now, though. So she won't take a legendary action. Go ahead.
So seeing how ineffective the kobold's attacks were, Pelinor's original, thinking was, thin the numbers, protect the dragon. But these guys suck. So he's now de-escalate or brought them down in his estimation, and he's just going to walk away from them and try to head over for what's her face?
Like walking away from an explosion.
He's going to say, "Oi, Sharon, you didn't give me them papers yet."
All right, now remember she is 30 feet up.
That's fine.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, a tongue
all right, so
attack.
there's gonna be some-
Tongue
Oh,
attack.
that's right. I
That's
always
why I'm
forget
trying to
about
get
that.
right up to her.
Hilarious.
For those of
Swing
you,
that sword.
for those of you in chat that don't know, on our first
I was about to ask
session,
how long.
Alex's character Pellinor contracted a disease where his head turned into a frog, and he can wield his sword with his tongue and attack at a range of 15 feet. So he now has control of that ability at will. So it's impressive.
The ladies really like it.
Yeah.
Um, So you got some
bring on
opportunity
the
attacks coming.
opportunity attacks.
Rolled a little better on the opportunity attacks. This is 19 to hit.
No, only the 22 hits. So I take 2 damage.
2 piercing.
Oh, okay, I see.
Roll your defense die and see if.
Dodge. All right.
All right.
So yeah. So as he's strolling on there, he's moving past these kobolds. He already had used his bonus action last turn to light the sword afire. And as he struts over, you can just see his head starting to morph into that frog, and the tongue comes out and grabs the sword from his hand, and he just walks right up underneath her. Your little blasting rockets, and just flings that tongue sword right up at her. Unless something stops, is that good?
Nope, that works.
That's his okay.
Nice.
23.
That'll hit.
Okay, so that one is unfortunately only 9, 14, 22. And then he'll make the second attack. Oh, it's only a 14.
Not good.
Okay, 14 does not hit.
All right, that's all he's got.
All right, how's she looking? Okay. So at the end of Pelinor's turn, she is going to hit that, flip that switch on her backpack again, and jet over to this pillar right here. And Pellinor will need to make a.
What?
So she hits that jetpack, the gas
I
pack.
couldn't hear what the word
Yeah.
you said was.
Make a Constitution save.
Constitution save. Okay, that's what I was looking for. I knew it was something. I just couldn't hear what you said. 15.
All right, that's enough. So it doesn't do any damage. Alrighty, so it's the alchemists now. So they're all going to take the bonus action to recharge those flasks. This one right here is going to chuck one in this neighborhood. So that's a DC 13 dex save. Alex?
Is it just Alex?
Yeah,
that
that
one
one.
can catch
You're
Alex.
right.
12. Oh, so close.
Oh, no!
Ooh, that one's 23.
Oof.
How are you looking, Alex?
41.
That's not too bad.
It wasn't a gas or a vapor, was it? It was an explosion, right?
Right. Yeah, they're doing They're doing like Molotov cocktails.
That's right.
They can prepare other flasks. This one right here is gonna toss a flask right at the dragon, and that should reach
All the way to
let's
me.
see, it's 15 feet, so yeah, it should hit Name, Yenron, and Shelly.
Okay.
I'm gonna give Shelly. I'm gonna give you advantage on the saving, kind of below it,
Okay.
where it's hitting. It might be easier for you to dodge.
Dex 13.
Deck saves.
Nope.
That ain't it. All right, so Shelly saved and Yenron. So you guys both take half damage, and it's 22.
And this
I
is why
take-
these jokers were so balls in that last fight.
I take 0 damage, sir.
That's right.
Sorry, I'm so that ability makes me so happy. I have to announce it every time. Actually,
All right,
Sound like my son.
and this guy right
He says
here.
that all the time.
actually, Dad, you're wrong. It's Paw Patrol.
He's gonna throw another. How far can they? It's 30 feet. Oh, 60. That's no problem. He's gonna toss one at Pelton.
Oh my goodness.
So they get to recharge that for free. They don't even have to roll.
Downtown.
It's a bonus action.
But
What
it's still
would they do?
ability requires a roll, so they just get to do it for free.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You're good.
Well,
Another deck save?
yes. It does seem a bit much, Kyle.
I agree.
Yeah. Just because of the damage on it. I mean,
Mhm.
We're super redonkulously high leveled.
Level
20.
12.
So
you
what's
take
the
10.
damage?
It's 20, so you take half.
If you save 10 damage, is really not that bad.
well, I have yet to save
But there's
this
4
round.
of them.
Yeah.
There's 4
I
of
don't
them,
think
and they
you
do
saved-
20
I don't think
damage
you
if
saved
you
on any of them
don't.
the last fight.
The
either.
last time either,
I
because
think
I
that
have
was
a
my
0
first
bonus to
save
my
right there.
dex. So
Poor Kyle.
If we die, we die. We died in duty.
He said, dude.
You said duty.
you said
Or I'll just solo all these guys.
All right, so Kaz, it's her turn, and she is going to. She should be close enough to.
I feel like
She-
she's
well-
already done.
She gets legendary action, so you may not know.
Gotcha.
Certain creatures, usually boss encounters, have legendary actions, which means they can take single
supposed to.
at the end of other creatures' initiatives.
Gotcha.
And they have a pool of legendary actions that they can pull from. Usually they can get 2 to 3 between turns. It's a way of making like elites and bosses a little.
It's
Okay.
balancing out the action economy.
Yeah. I think she can reach him from here. So her little auto injector is going to kind of spring out and pop another injection in the dragon's wing there, and you see him slump even more, and he's all just completely out of it at this point. You know, he's really barely conscious, and those boils are all pulsating and glowing a kind of an alarmingly bright green. But that is her turn. Shelly.
All right. We can move out of the cloud here. All right. Trying to decide where I'm going to go. Is there earlier you said she came up a ladder. Is there a ladder here or no that we can see?
Yeah, I don't think I marked it on this map. Let me find it on the.
But it would be like on this wall somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Which would keep me in the cloud anyway, so probably not the best idea.
There's a couple. Actually. Let me mark those down so y'all can see.
Man, I feel like we have to stop her, but I also want to like mop up some of these other dudes.
I mean, trying to get the alchemists seems like the most important besides her, but
Well, I was gonna just move somewhere out here and then like shoot the alchemists with an arrow or something.
mhm. seems feasible.
I thought you were drawing poop. It's a ladder.
It's really hard to draw with this.
Imagine being left-handed
if
and
you
trying to use a
zoom
mouse
in.
to draw.
If you zoom
Yeah.
in and shrink down the font, the size really to the smallest and zoom in, then it's a little easier.
I'm happy with that.
All right, so I'm going to move.
Looks perfect.
I'm going to move right out of the cloud here. I'm going to shoot my bow at the alchemist right up above us.
Okay.
Of me. Where's my bit? Long bow. Got him.
Ooh.
Still critting on that bow.
Nice!
Golly.
Dude, you use the bow always.
Like I haven't
So
rolled. That
never
was,
put it away.
I haven't rolled a good roll yet until that.
Yeah, the bow is
That
God's
last
blood.
say.
Stinking last session. Just pop, 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 pop.
Can we like rename his bow to like the bow of critical rolls
Alright.
or something like that?
Turtleless.
We're gonna
All
get
right,
him
he's in
turtles.
good bad shape.
I got
I'm gonna
you.
shoot him again.
We're gonna respec you into an archer fighter.
That
Archer
one problem.
turtle.
Nope.
All right,
Oh, he could be like a
one more again. What about a 14? Oh,
Nope.
Hmm.
It's
Never
close,
mind.
but not quite.
never mind.
Can you put your? Don't you have a thing?
Yeah, I was about to say I have a thing. I have a thing.
It's a D8, isn't it? You can roll with a superiority die.
Precision attack. You make a weapon roll, you can expend one die to add it to the roll before or after. Okay, yeah. I roll a d8.
Oops.
It hits.
Sorry, a d10. I get a d10.
But hey, take the 7.
Something.
It hits.
Okay, so now I gotta roll damage.
Well, you already did. So,
Yeah, the
Oh, I
4.
already did. Oh, it's 5. There you go.
All right, so he's barely hanging on to life.
Oh no. It still wasn't enough.
Was that to the this guy?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just trying to prevent some more bombs on our head. At least I'm standing amongst all his friends if he wants to throw a bomb on me. That was also part of my thinking. Because I've already seen one disregard the life of their friends.
Name.
All right. So I'm trying to double check something that I want to do. Make sure.
Oh, I could add another
Just do it.
die.
And hopefully Russ won't realize if it's wrong.
I could have probably killed him.
All right. So
Yeah, if you'd have hit that second and third hit, you probably.
Could you have
So
added
now
another?
I could have done another ability to add another die.
Just roll it.
Okay.
While Kyle's looking.
it's worth it.
He's been, I've been hit by this guy too much. It's worth it.
All right, I'm gonna use. Okay, I'm gonna use maneuvering attack. I can roll my d10, add that to the damage, and allow a creature that can see or hear you to use its reaction to move up to half its speed without provoking attack of opportunity. Oh, that's just from the target. So, one of y'all want to move half your
I think
speed?
Alex is the only one that could.
We can't see
We
you.
can't see because we're in the cloud.
All right.
The maneuver are presented in alphabetical
Oh,
order.
come on!
That's funny.
I thought that was gonna be a roll.
That's fun. What were you supposed to roll?
D10.
And let me just roll it over here.
Roll that beautiful beam footage. Yeah!
Ooh,
Oh my goodness.
It does
That's
that's
damage.
it.
definitely
Yeah.
enough.
He's dead.
DED.
All right.
Kyle's like,
Anyone
get
have-
him out of here!
All right.
All right. Anyone I can see or hear me can move half their speed. Well, one of y'all, not all of y'all.
Oh,
Or
so
here.
nice.
Okay.
That you can, or that can see or hear you.
Oh, okay. Well,
You
we
can
can
use-
hear him.
You can use your reaction to move up to half your speed without provoking attack of opportunity.
I don't need it.
Alex, do you need it?
You said half your speed?
I mean, I've got.
Half of their speed, whoever moves.
Oh, I could get here.
That's what I was.
Yeah, I
gonna
mean,
do.
I've got 40 feet of movement, so I mean that can put me wherever. Now, Justin, I mean, again, you're gonna have to deal with the fact that she's 30 feet in the air.
I'm 30 feet in the air, too. I just have to leap right here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which, that's only 5 feet. From this
Right.
corner to this corner.
Now you may take your turn, Kyle.
Alright. So, Yinran's decision for that, he realizes it's a losing battle. In order to heal this dragon, he's going to have to get rid of her. Because nobody else is helping him.
So, Name, you can't see it, but he looks really confused because he could have swore he just flew out of this cloud. Like, he does not know how he's back in this cloud. So he's going to fly out of it again. And he knows that the biggest cause of his problems is this person. But the last time he saw her, she was over here. So he flies, starts to go out here, and then sees that that's not the same person. Quickly looks and says, "Oh, she's right here."
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, as soon as I get here, I can see that she's not there and over here, so I can just redirect and go whoop.
Yeah, that's fine.
So once he does that, he's going to attack her.
Smack, smack.
He's going to smack her.
Are you still hovering above the ground, or do you like land when you?
I'm on the edge of the pillar.
No, I just was thinking like flavor.
And I crit.
Whoa!
Boo!
All right.
Plus 11.
So that's going to be 2d8 an additional, and then plus a savage attack, which is another d8. Could you roll on a crit? Make sure on a crit, roll 1 dice and extra time and add that damage. So basically, it's going to be 3d8 that gets added to it.
Nice.
So 10 and 4, 14 plus 17 is 31. All right, and then because I'm in my otherworldly form, I get to just make an attack action twice. 18 versus AC.
Yeah, I should do it.
Yeah, it hits.
Nice. So 10 plus my d8. 16. And then because he recognizes them from previous encounters as his bonus action, he wants to...
Throw the hammer.
No, that would be a full action. He's going to do this level. Where is it? This one. Cast his spiritual weapon. It's going to appear right next to this guy who was over here that he saw from last time.
He's
And it's going to smack him
Okay.
for 15 force damage.
Alrighty.
And that's my turn.
Good turn.
Yeah, felt good.
Look good.
Felt good. Look good, feel good.
All right. So at the end of your turn, she again sees herself getting surrounded and kind of panics a little bit, and hits that
Oh my goodness.
Mandalorian pack.
Mandalorian's off
that
again.
jetpack. Let's see.
I'm a rocket man.
I'm gonna stun strike her again.
Yeah, swipey swipe.
She'd get out of it on her turn probably, but I mean, hopefully we can keep her from moving.
Yeah.
All right. So
Another crit.
It's only 9 damage though, but I do get to roll the savage, so I get to do a d8
That's
to
awesome.
add to it. 2 to 11 damage with a crit. That's so dumb.
Yeah.
Those are the worst damage die ever.
Crit!
It's crit
Alright.
Keep it up, boys. Keep it up.
I feel like crits
Yeah.
are so underpowered in 5th edition.
Well, they are unless
Yeah.
you've got extra stuff to do, and then they're really
Yeah.
good.
Right, but
Like, unfortunately, I didn't use my bare fist, so I can't add my hands of harm.
yeah.
I will do stunning
So-
strikes, so DC 14.
so Kyle, after you hit her,
Never mind.
She's not dead. After
Oh.
you hit her, you notice something like after the last couple of blows, she's looking pretty. Her pack is starting to. The seals are starting to go a little bit every now. Every now and then you hear like, kind of like a, pressurized gas being released. So she's looking. She's definitely bloody. She's looking pretty rough. And how much damage was yours, Justin?
12.
Okay. And you're doing stunning strike.
Yes, DC 14.
14.
It's
Is that a con save?
I think so. Oh my gosh.
oh 20.
Get out of here.
Con's not that high.
He's just rolling
I'm just
stupid.
rolling crazy.
Yeah, he rolled
You
an
rolled
18.
an 18.
You guys are critting, so we can't really complain.
Oh, I can complain.
Except that I rolled a 1, a 3, and a 2 for my 3d8s that I got to roll for my crit. I can complain about that.
Yeah, I rolled a 3 and a 2 for my D8.
Exactly.
Yeah, you
So
can definitely complain
terrible.
about that.
So terrible. And he's over here rolling 5, 4, 4, 6, 4 for his D6
Kyle
roll.
getting salty about the RNG.
I'm so salty about them
Really
exploding flasks.
All right, so the kobolds are going to come around Shelly and poking at him with their spears.
Bring it on!
So that's going to be 6 spear attacks.
Oh my gosh.
Crit fail.
Does a 19 hit?
Yeah. 17's my AC.
So 3
Okay.
hits.
So there's 3 hits, 2 damage, 7 damage, and that's just 2. Sorry, 2 hits,
Yeah, 'cause
No.
you-
9 total damage.
Oh no,
They're-
never mind. That's
they
the
have advantage, but 2 of the hits were the same guy. All right, so I'm taking 7 and 2.
Oh, I think they should have advantage actually. I'm not worried about that right now.
James said he was in the kitchen and could hear Key yell, "Crit!"
crit.
Oh, I know that.
I think
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna have
see.
me some
Okay.
action crits for a snack tonight.
Oh, yeah. I need
And then this one over
cheese.
here is jump down and poke at Yenron. He'll take a couple of. Oops, that's. Ah! He's gonna take a couple of d6s of fall damage. And he's gonna make it. Alright, the 22 hit,
Yep.
2 damage.
Okay.
That's the thing. Even if they do hit, it's just like
Mhm.
blink, blink,
Yeah.
blink, blink.
The
blink,
damage potential on those guys is a 1/100th of the damage potential of the alchemists.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that evens it out, I guess.
I guess.
They're just a distraction. That's all they
Well,
are.
they're really there to keep you guys, make it harder for you guys to the alchemists.
to get around.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Yinron.
Oh my gosh. All right, so I guess I'll wait. How can he hit me up here?
Oh, you're right. I forgot you were on that pillar.
Give my 2 damage back.
We'll make it at Pelennor. Does 22 hit you? Your AC, Pelennor?
Taking 2 damage.
damage. I'm at 29.
All right, can I take up the same space as your hammer?
Yes, it does not technically occupy a physical
So,
space.
5, 10, 15.
It might
20,
be
25,
inside
It's a
30,
spoopy
40,
hammer.
45. Woohoo!
It's a spooky hammer.
All right. Wait. Can I hit her from here? This is weird. I guess I can.
Yeah,
Okay.
Is she up on something?
she's
we're
up
both
on
on
this corner right here.
It's just weird with this little gap. I mean, I guess I can kick
The
over
way
the gap.
the way that the map is drawn, some of
It's like half
3/4
squares.
of a square, but the whole square is one. You're fine.
Okay. I didn't know how particular you were going to be about it, so I wanted to ask. All right, so I'm gonna swing. I'm gonna sword. And that's a miss.
Yep.
There we go.
If
All
you
right, that
hit,
hits.
could you do anything with it or no? Nothing extra.
I can on my my fist attacks.
Okay, that's
Or
fine
I
with
can do a stunning. I can do stunning strikes with a weapon, and I can do my necrotic or my hands of harm with my hands, which I have to use my hands of harm with my bonus action, my flurry.
Gotcha.
All right,
I was just gonna say I could make you hit her, but I can only do that twice, like before a long rest.
well, I mean, this
All
is,
right. The
Probably
second
about-
one hits. It's 13
it's probably
damage.
about
you said?
over if you want to add 12 more damage to it.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if I should save it for like when you have the opportunity to throw extra damage on top of it if you hit her or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'll use my fist. Ooh,
So like that one, you get Hands of Harm in addition to that.
correct.
And Hands of Harm, how much you get to roll like a D?
It's a D8 plus 5, I think. No, it's just a 1D8.
Just a D8. You'd have to roll 3 or better.
Let me see. Action. Bonus action. The crap. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Hands of Harm. It's a 1D8, yeah. So it's up to you.
No, I'll still save it. See when it's more
Oh my
critical.
gosh.
Okay, that one I'll do because it's 12, just like the Sunblade was, and you can add the Hands of Harm.
Okay.
So I channel Divinity and basically guide his fist back to the correct spot. It's like he thinks he sees an opening, so he's going for it, and I can see that, like, because I'm using divine power, I can see he's actually going to miss because it's a feint in the defense, and so I guide his fist to the right place.
Oh my gosh!
Did you roll a 1?
Yes! Get out of here! Could have been 20 damage. It was 13. Alright, I'm out of here. See ya.
Wrap it up. I'm done.
I'm done. I had my turn.
So at the end of your turn, as you're attacking her, and dang it, you're immune to poison though.
What'd you say? You said as we're attacking her, what happens?
She's gonna.
Her little auto injector happens
Oh,
that
Y'all keep. Are
Yenron's immune to poison.
he keeps cutting out a little bit.
Am I
And
still
Justin.
cutting
Yeah,
out?
you need to get a new mic, man.
Justin's doing it too for me.
It is you sometimes, Justin.
Oh.
Not as bad as Russ, but sometimes.
Okay. I need to get a new
So I was
mic.
wondering if it was just me or everyone's hearing that.
No, it's
All right.
I
Well,
just
she
wear a
pokes you
mic
with a
fix
needle.
it.
needle poke.
Ow! Again? Really? He's gonna have real bad. He's immune to it, but he's gonna have real bad diarrhea later from all this poison.
All right, Pelennor is up.
Pelennor will walk up and say, Yenron, would you like some assistance taking care of this?
Please.
All right, let's see what we can do.
What are you gonna do from down there?
Tongue strike.
Oh,
21.
nice.
All right, that does
30
it.
cents. So
All right, so
that's gonna
describe
Oh.
to me how you kill her.
Explode.
So I kind of imagine. So he's right up underneath her. So he launches the tongue and the sword, and again it's a flaming long sword being wielded. So I can see it kind of like it's almost like it catches and hits on the tank and the armature behind it, and all of a sudden you hear whoop, 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 and it just all of a sudden flies all over the place, going crazy from all the stuff spewing out the back of it until she just boom crashes right into the ground
right into the Sarlacc pit.
and explodes.
She does do that, and you're gonna need
Cloud
to make
kill falls out while we're there.
Yeah,
Wait,
basically the whole pack, all of the gas that was in it. So let's make a con save. And again, this is poison, so I don't think Yenron.
Excellent.
Well, let's see. So it's the
That's
gas. So
a
I got.
nasty 5d8. Oh boy.
Oh, did it
Eleanor.
not? Hold on. I got one more. I double clicked it. Oh man. So that sucks.
Yeah, you just made it.
Okay, it's only a 13.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, do you get 16?
No, mine's it already is factored into mine.
Oh, okay, to yours.
14 damage.
It's not too bad.
All right, I'm at 15.
15.
All right, and then I'm gonna use my second attack and try to take out this alchemist. So I'll roll
That
a
hit.
25.
It's dead.
Nice.
All right, that's all I got.
Okay.
Oh, technically, you probably should have had an opportunity attack from this kobold on me.
That's fine. It wouldn't have done anything anyway.
They just take up space.
So the remaining kobold alchemist, after seeing his master explode into a poisonous cloud, is going to GTFO.
Where are you gonna go? Jump off this mountain?
He's just going to start running. I think he can probably get about here. Yeah. But he's just going to be trucking it, and he's not coming. He's not coming back. She's dead. You guys want to mop up? They're gonna. I mean, these guys are done. Pretty much, they're gonna try and get away if they can.
I'm fine with letting them escape. I mean, we're not like
Yeah, they're not
They don't
not
put-
fanatical
They're
enough that
hired.
they're gonna.
yeah,
Yeah, they're not fanatical enough that they're gonna try and put a.
and they're
fight
not
after
diseased themselves, so we have no reason to stop them.
them. Right.
True.
All right.
All right, so now we need to make some checks to see if we can't heal this dragon.
I'll just
I don't have
punch
anything I
it.
can do.
I'll just
My-
punch it to till I heal it.
I mean, that's true.
Heal punches.
I'm assuming you've got enough key to cover.
Punch it to life.
I do. I only need 4 key.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got enough.
I'm gonna punch it to life.
Let me make sure how much I got after this, though. Limited use. Oh, I forgot to do 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I've got 8 to do it. 8 to do the 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 left.
And I've got 30 points of healing I can dump into the dragon.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So as you guys do that, you the green glow subside. The boils, you know, they don't completely just appear. Pretty advanced, but they definitely shrink down a whole lot, and the sort of arcane glow that was emanating from them is gone, and the intelligence comes back in the eyes of the dragon, Valternax. You know, his eyes kind of clear. He's obviously still pretty messed up, pretty beat up, but he is definitely from all the healing and all the, you know, cure diseases and pumping into him, much improved. And he says, "Oi, what a hangover! What happened? I haven't felt like that since my touring days."
Since Buckingham in '69.
He says, "That little cause was poisoning me all along. She said she was treating a disease I picked up last time I was visiting my sister, Ryslexia, but that was lying to me."
What so we've healed you, dragon. If you have no more business with us, we have business with you. What information do you have to share with us?
He says, "Oh, right down to Brad tax with you folks." Listen,
We're very matter of fact, especially that one over there, and I point to Pelennor.
I've got a half sister, Dyslexia, another green dragon.
Dyslexia,
We've never
God.
been, Dyslexia. We've never been on, we've never been all that chummy, but you know, we got along okay. And then last time I went to see her, that had completely changed. She was all into some kind of about some she called pathetic or pathogen or something. I don't
Pathagan?
Yeah, that's the one.
Pathagan?
That's the one.
That's it. And all of her kobolds had some kind of sores and diseases, and it was out of control, mate. He said, so I got out of there, and but before I could go, she fed me some kind of bat stew or something, and I came down with this right here.
Can I pay extra for the unedited version?
I'll have to go somewhere where my kids can't hear me. It's actually harder to stop and click the button
I
than it
know.
is just to keep going. So yeah, he describes to you how, because I can't keep doing that accent. He describes to you how he was visiting, who was his older half sister, and you know, it had been 100, 200 years he had last seen her, and she'd gotten in with some sort of some kind of bad crowd, some kind of the name Pathagan came up, and all of her kobolds, all of her servers were diseased, and it was a bad scene. He didn't like. He started to leave, and she and had given him some sort of disease. You obviously can't interrogate her because she has exploded, but you did hear Kaz say something about
Mistress.
her mistress's experiment would be completed, but he doesn't know anything about that. He's a very powerful and pretty old, but maybe not the most intelligent dragon you've ever encountered.
Years of
He
hard
has done
substance
some,
abuse.
He's done some stuff.
yeah, he has used some chemicals.
He's modified his int score.
Yeah, he has done some chemicals that. But he's very grateful. Oh, thanks for the cure. I was really.
The last one did it.
And he says, look, I'm not the smartest bloke around. Fried my brains a few too many times, if you know what I mean. But I'm not bad in a scrap. If you CDC folks need help, let me know, and maybe I can ride it and save day.
I give the dragon a fist bump.
Right on. I think he's morphed from Ozzy to somebody else. I'm not doing Ozzy anymore.
It's just
Oh.
like a.
generic Brit.
You see that ludicrous display last night?
That's the problem with Awesome. Get in.
What was Ozzy thinking?
So Pelennor walks up to him. You know, he pulls out his little satchel that he keeps all his forms in. He pulls out the contractor paperwork and the forms, and he hands them to him. He's like, "Hey, you could fill these out, we'll make sure that you're official with the CDC. We can bring you in on certain things if we need your help. Of course, there would be compensation. There's actually pretty good medical, especially some substance abuse programs we run are pretty helpful. So if you need it, it's there for you, and we'd be glad to have your help. I was pretty reluctant to come on this journey to begin with, but I'm glad to see that despite that, we've definitely gained an ally.
He says, paperwork? Oh, he says, where's all the kobolds? Where's Reznark?
They ran away.
Reznark was the kobold that you met at the beginning of this. Sure.
He was the suicide bomber, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He ran at us with a torch, so we had to put him down.
Oh, I liked him. He would have done the paperwork too.
If we see a
plenty of-
kobold, if we see a kobold on our way out, we'll toss him a coin and tell him to head your way.
He's like, well, here, I'm an official notary, so here, just stick out your claw and stamp into the paper, and that'll be sufficient.
Oh, I mean, he says, oh, Buddy Claws are no good for this. And he polymorphs into a human with sort of long, scraggly hair and dark circles around his eyes and sort of scrawls something on the paper that could be a signature and then transforms back into the dragon that you know.
We've got witnesses. It counts.
Yeah.
He's an official contractor with the CDC now.
All right. Well, anything else you guys want to do or say? That's all I've got for tonight.
That's
I
it.
didn't want to.
I like my wooden helmet that it looks like I'm wearing.
Like a druid Modoc.
Leather helmet.
Why did I mess you guys up?
Well, thank you, Russ.
So,
that was awesome.
Yeah, that was good. I
Perfect.
love how I
Retarded
know
then.
that he did not have this prior to today, but all it took was Dave's comment to create this beautiful character.
It was quite
And now anybody who plays that NPC, who role plays that NPC, has got to find some way to.
He will not make an appearance in anything that I've done. I'm the worst at impersonations.
Next time, Kyle Session. Hey, what was that dragon's name? We need to call him like right now.
Yeah, absolutely. He'll make
He doesn't
Russ do the
answer.
voice. He'll start texting him what to say. Well, we've all had to do Penny Bottom at this point.
It's not about what to say. It's more about how it's going to sound when I try to imitate such a iconic voice.
That's the beauty of it. It's so bad, it's good.
Hey, what's that thing that service you can use to pay celebrities to like send in voice messages?
I don't know.
Cameo. Yeah, it's Cameo.
Yeah,
you pay them, and then you have what you wanted to say for the D&D session, and then you pay them to say it, and then play it.
Cameo Ozzy to actually say it.
To
I
actually,
wonder if he's on Cameo.
I don't know.
probably.
Can you read these lines?
Hey, you bloke, summon effing dragon.
So who is up next?
Me.
Kyle,
Okay.
are you ready? Are we okay? So before we get to Friday, is everybody available Sunday?
Not aware of anything.
Guess.
It's the day before I start my program officially, but I should be available. Yeah.
Okay, so and are we gonna try to have Steven in here?
If he's good for that week, then yeah.
So if somebody has to dip out, next week will be the week to do it, but only one of us. I'll be here.
Okay. Sounds good.
Only question is, do we want to start a pool for how many Undertale jokes are going to be in Kyle's module?
I think
Hey, Justin started this.
we've exhausted that at this point.
I think so.
Oh, you think? Okay.
I mean, we'll see.
So Ozzy Osbourne. Here's the.
You're cutting out, Russ.
Yep. I can't hear nothing.
Ozzy Osbourne.
So Ozzy Osbourne is all we heard. I think it's Discord, because like when I listen to the recordings, I never cut out when I'm streaming.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you listen to the recording last time? Because I was cutting out in that one.
Mm-hmm. You normally
In the
do.
recording?
But this is worse than usual, though. You normally just cut it out at the beginning, but then once you get going, it usually is pretty good.
Yeah, this was worse than normal. And also, like I said, Justin, you keep cutting out for me, but I'm pretty sure other people are hearing you because they're answering you. So I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, I think it's Discord because, like I said, OBS picks me up just fine. I never cut out when I stream on, and the stream picks up my recording, not through Discord.
Right. So it's not a mic issue.
No.
It's just
It's
Discord happened.
whatever software that Discord uses, which you'd think it wouldn't work on me because I'm so stinking loud. But whatever software they use to cut out background noise works on me.
Can y'all hear me okay now? It might have been that.
No,
That still happens.
we just lost you.
Do you have a fan going on in the back, Russ?
No other.
I can't.
It's like every other
It's
word.
like you start a sentence.
But what's so funny is when he was in the Aussie, it never
I know.
cut out.
So that was great that it was literally working for the Aussie.
Yep.
That's the only
Beeps.
thing where it didn't cut out once. I was like, "Oh, this is gonna go so poorly." It's like, and it was flawless. And then as soon as he would start talking normal, then it would start cutting out.
Mhm.
So apparently, you just need to talk like that all the time.
Well, I guess we'll end the stream there. Thanks everybody for hopping in. James, thanks for hopping in, man, and chatting with us. We appreciate it. Kessler, you too, man. Everybody else who just sat back and watched, that's fine too. We appreciate y'all. We'll be back this week. I think tomorrow I'll be on Leon or King LJ's channel playing some Capcom with him. So y'all can go
Nice.
check him out at King LJ on Twitch. And then from then on, I know we'll be Thursday doing some Star Wars Imperial Assault. Is that good with everybody still?
Maybe.
Or at
I
least
gotta
most of
talk
us?
about our schedule for this week.
Okay.
I
Anyway, so
definitely wanna
hopefully,
play it. I just
hopefully
have to
Thursday we'll see.
for it.
And if not, maybe we'll hop in for some random randomizer or some Rocket League. But we'll see you guys later. Appreciate you. And as always,